Hey y'all, look, this is our first one up, so y'all know what's going on. You already seen the channel, links are in the bio, so y'all get it. This is a journey between a Gen X and a Gen Z Cups millennial. We're going to talk about current events, things that's going on, smoke some weed, have some good times. It's about a real talk, real experience. We're going from basically
LA
area, Santa Monica area, Malibu area, bottom Malibu area, all the way up the coast to San Francisco and then over into Sacramento. It's again a journey that we're going to show everything. We're going to stitch together. Eventually we'll do live streams as well, just so everybody knows. What it's about is bringing awareness. How many people are aware of currently what's going on around them? Current laws here in California that just got enacted because it's where we're starting. And I'm a native Californian. I grew up in downtown Compton, Paramount, Bellflower, Artesia, Downey, in that area. So this is home to me. The new law about nothing more than 10 years old on a diesel engine we're currently running within California. Y'all realize what that affects, right?
That eliminates most of your big rig trucks, your locomotives, pretty much anything that would operate in California for semi-trucks would be a commercial, industrial trucking company.
Your local hot delivery services, so they can hit to a transport center or to a distribution center out. All those vehicles now got to be 10 years or newer in order to run. You guys are killing your own economy.
What that's going to do is that's going to quadruple prices from what they're already at.
Already now.
If you think $5 for a gallon of gas is bad, it's going to probably quadruple with this going into effect.
The other things too that we'll be hitting on too is the emergency placement order that's still in effect for COVID. Now we all know what COVID's really about. We all know about the mRNA. It is things that we will discuss in our cast that we do everything else. We're also going to be hooking up with some really good friends that we're going to plug as well here. We do some really fantastic work that help us. It's GrayWolfWalk.com. The people at Gray Wolf, Ron, everybody, Mama Wolf, Miss Giovanni, Miss JM, and Miss Weathercat, Miss Texas Girl. We love you guys, so if you're paying attention to this one, please know that we are going to rely heavily on you for data information from us until we get our own setup for all of this, so you guys know we're going to need help setting this up. What this is about is a journey and a session. We're going to sit down and smoke one, have a good time, talk to each other point blank, communicate with each other, open our eyes to each other. It's all gonna end, man. You guys are paying ridiculous prices out here that back east aren't even paying close to that.
Yeah, when we were out in Hagerstown this last year, a gallon of gas was what, $3?
Yeah, and look, y'all, I just come from Arizona where it was $3.50 a gallon, and some of the gas prices I've seen here at $5.45, $5.35. What are you guys paying that tax on?
Yeah.
What's really going on at your local level? Let's start with city, work your way out to county, work your way out to state. What's going on within your own state? You guys are aware. I mean, I'm not. It's part of the journey of what's going on. We're going to be talking about constitutional things as well because, well, I still am a follower of the Branson case, SCOTUS 22-380 that got kicked back down to the lower 10th court, so now I'm going to pay attention to it, what's going on.
And I have heard talks about them bringing another case up to SCOTUS as well.
Right, and the other thing too, keep current on things that are currently going on. What's up with the top secret classified documents being stored next to the Corvette?
And Hunter Biden's
house. Hunter Biden be the one that actually owns the property, not Joe Biden.
Yeah.
Where these documents were stored. Hey, I got issues here.
And these documents were from when Joe Biden was a vice president, not president.
Yeah, this is when he was vice president, not president, so we all get this right. The other thing too, why Why hasn't people stepped up yet and tried to get the Schedule X drug of marijuana moved to a Schedule 1A so that it can actually be a legal drug across the United States?
And
The hemp bill is already in effect.
yeah, that's one bill Trump signed in, was making hemp itself legalized across the board on federal level. And what that does, that's just for basically the basic hemp or the stock of the plant.
Right. So, I mean, don't get me wrong, it's a beautiful renewable energy,
Industry.
energy and industry. Wonderful things come out of hemp. I don't know why we're not using it. The other thing, too, that they can produce gasoline from it. I mean, crazy things. So,
And it also can knock timber out too, because you can make 2x4s that are 6 times as strong, renew 100 times faster, make paper out of it too, make clothing out of it, and make clothing that's stronger than your normal cotton.
So we all get this. We're not against big government. Well, I am against big government. I'll make that right. I'm more opposed to the reach, the things that they're putting their fingers into that they don't really need to. We need to end that Emergency Powers Act. We need to end all of it. We need to get things squared, because even once we get everything back to normal, have a normal Congress, somebody that's working for us as people. Again, I'm not political. I'm not trying to make this a political platform. Please know that.
We're more about policies.
We're policy. Show me what rules you want into effect, what rules you want me to abide by, but please don't take my rights away that are given. My First Amendment right of freedom of speech, my Second Amendment right of bearing arms. I believe very much in these. Very much in these.
And there's a reason they were first and second.
Please note, as a Gen Xer, I'm a 28-year Marine Corps combat veteran. So yes, I'm a firm believer in the Second Amendment and the First Amendment, and yes, I'm a defender of my Constitution. Please know that. I want to make sure we all understand I'm not about politics, I'm about policy. Get the right people in, do the right job, get things better for future generations, because that's what this is about. And about us, this is about future generations. That's kind of what the journey's about as well. Talking to people, waking people up, having a good time, enjoying it. We are going to do a TikTok thing as well. I've got some brothers and sisters who are going to disagree with me on that. Please feel free to. That's the importance about us. We have the right to disagree with each other. Please do not let them take that away from us. There are so many other things as well. Every once in a while you'll see us go over constitutional law. Every once in a while you'll see us go over the Constitution. Sit back, have a session, you enjoy a wonderful Constitution debate about that subject. That's what this is all about, friends. Making contacts, joining in. I hope we all can see you out here. Look, the route we're taking is going to be up 101, all the way from where we currently are, this beautiful spot here at the edge of Malibu, to where we make our final destination somewhere up in Sacramento. And I'm not even sure if that's going to be the final yet, because there is talks about us going out with Brother Gray Wolf out on what he's trying to do and bring awareness to all the same thing that we are. This is about ending, Twittergate, guys, come on. They're showing things that are lying. They're showing our mainstream media has been bought and paid for
a long time.
A long time. I no longer trust my government. I will openly and plainly say that. I have lost all faith and trust in my government. I don't think they're no longer for the people. I think they're more for themselves, and greed is the problem. And yes, even though I'm pagan, hold on, I gotta make sure I specify this in the very first one. I am pagan personally, but I do believe in my brothers and sisters of the Christianity faith that God needs to come back in country first. I will state that openly.
And I grew up with a Christian background, so I agree with that too.
So yeah, again, I'm Gypsy. This is Zach. So y'all know who we are traveling on this. This is the sesh time. We're just going to sit down, introduce ourselves, have a good time for a moment. Yes, you are going to see us here and there. We don't want to make sure, no lies, so everybody knows. And that's going to be a big thing on this journey too, because we want to make sure that the growers, the cultivators, the tenders, the wonderful people who buy the product, everybody is aware. I mean, here in California, it is legal, yes, in California, up to a certain percentage and everything else, but the federal government, no, it's not legal. So you can still get nailed for being on federal property, reservations, buildings that are owned by federal people.
Well, and even being a federal worker, you can't partake in that. So being a healthcare worker, being a truck driver, being a police, fire, anything of the sort, you can't partake in marijuana, which is a natural growing thing.
That's the other thing too that I'm against is big pharma. Y'all will find that out as we go. I'm not about making a dollar. I'm glad that the guys and girls that made their money, not giving it to them, made their money. 100 props, love you. Elon Musk especially, love you too. But at the same time, those of you that have got that money and ain't doing nothing with it, why not? Why aren't you doing something to help out? I thought our goal was always future generations. Again, I'm Gen X, man, hold on. So make sure we get this right. I always thought everything we were supposed to do was for the greater good of future generations, not the instant gratification of me.
Right.
So somewhere along the way, we made a zag instead of a zig. Maybe we need to get back there. I don't know. Again, personal opinions. I stress that this is nothing but personal opinions. Come join us. Come find us. Come have a session with us. Come talk with us. Tell us what's on your mind. See how you vibe with things. Y'all know what I'm talking about. If you know, you know. You're awake. So you all know I do follow Q. I do follow Twittergate. I do watch airplanes. I am part of the aviation watch as well about what's going on in the world with the airplanes. Just so y'all know.
It may look boring, but it actually gets pretty interesting.
It's actually kind of pretty exciting now that I got introduced to it. And again, I think Mama Wolf, Texas Girl, Giovanni, JM, Weathercat, you ladies know who you are. I thank you again for introducing me to that world along with a bunch of other things. Thank you for educating this dumb cranny. I 100 appreciate it. Brother Ron Graywolf, I thank you for educating me on the Constitution, because as somebody who was a defender of it, I thought I understood it, but I did not. I did not.
There's always more to learn from it.
Yeah. Don't get complacent. Don't trust anything they tell you. Go out and research it. Please. And that's one of the big things with us too. If you think we said something false, research it, come back to us and correct us. Please do that.
Yeah, but I like to be proven wrong.
Yeah, I want to be proven wrong. You better show me. Just kind of that type of person. I'm not going to go into conspiracy theories, nothing like that, but I do follow that stuff because I hate to tell you this, all those people who said things about the conspiracy theorists when it first came out to COVID, I hope you're apologizing to those friends, and I hope those friends are big enough to say, well, good. Now that you understand, let me show you what else is going on. And not belittle them, nothing like that. Please don't do that.
Well, and with every bit of conspiracy theory, there's always a little bit of truth to it because it had to originate from somewhere. So there's a little bit of truth to it, even if it's really far out there.
So do your diligent research. Please do, because we are. We try to as much as we can. Again, we're only operating off 2 phones. That's the reason why you guys are only going to get uploads for a minute until we find some better way of doing it. We are in backpacks. We are hiking this, riding city bus when we can. You see us, don't be afraid to come help us out. We appreciate it. Again, all the links are in the bio. Hit us up, let us know what's up. This is the first one, so we just kind of want to introduce ourselves, show you what's going on. Our TikTok will give you the funny day-to-day shit.
It's going to be kind of behind the scenes stuff, what's going on.
It's just really hilarious humor shit. Maybe every once in a while we'll joke about something serious. If it is serious, we'll bring it up on this pod and these casts that we do. There is ways to send us things. I'll make sure my email gets clipped up to this as well. We haven't done that as well. That way you can email me directly. If you got a question, please serious inquiries only. Don't spam me. Please don't spam me. This is something about a serious journey. And hey, who knows? If you feel like coming out with this for a little while and doing it, come join us. We got no problems with that. We're friendly people.
Yeah.
Again, this is an introduction, and that's all it is. Come get to know us.
Come learn a thing or two.
Yeah, or come teach us a thing or two. You never know. I'm not old enough to where I can't learn new tricks yet. I ain't set in my ways. I mean, really, this is what it's about. Again, the reason why we call it the 420 part of it is because, well, we do smoke a lot of weed.
A lot.
Yeah, dabs, oil. I don't do the edibles as much.
That's my mom's category.
Yeah, and his mom says she done teaches us that we don't play with that department. I don't like sitting in the corner and drooling. I'm just saying, love you guys that do the edibles. I don't know how you do it, but bless your hearts. Again, you'll find that I am big pro medicinal marijuana. I have seen the effects of it personally. For those of you who don't know me, the left side of my face I've had what's called, well, not quite. It's not complete yet. I haven't had the bone marrow transplant yet. But I've had this known as a lower left mandible repair. In case what you don't know what that means is the left side of my face is 12 links off the bicycle chain. There's 12 plates, 10 screws, 4 pins, 9 wires that hold just the left jaw together. That's not including the 9 pins and 9 wires that hold the cheekbone together. I had an accident. It's personal. Only family knows about it. I wish to keep it that way. Nothing against anybody else. Again, personal. This is about public, having fun, educating, bringing people together. That's what this is about. Bringing people together. Because as one
we're all
united,
strong.
yeah, the world's going to hell in a handbasket, man. I don't know how many of you guys end up paying attention to what's really going on, but the only thing I can equate to this to is the last days of Rome. Watching Rome fall. But we're watching it on a much larger scale. All because of corporate greed. Corporate profits right now are 54% or higher in the quarterly earnings than it was during the real recession that we all went through. Some of us are old enough to remember that. These guys are making a profit off us not being able to feed ourselves, clothe ourselves, pay our rent, have to choose between this or that because we're not making it. While they're laughing about it, making checks that they don't even deserve. No, look, man, I get the need for corporate. I get the need for business. But these boys and girls are taking it way too far. If you don't believe me, go look at the media. There are only 6 corporations that own the worldwide media. 6. And those 6 are together. So, again, if you don't believe us, that's cool. I got some videos and stuff that we're going to post up with the channel that we're starting, so y'all get it. Go check them out for yourself. Go research. If you think we're blowing smoke, haha, pun intended, then come correct us. Maybe it might piss somebody off that's on that other side of the fence, not realizing what's going on. They start their own researching and realize, hey, wait a minute. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe the information that's being fed to me is wrong. Don't believe me? Go check it. Go do your diligence. Go do your diligence that you're supposed to do under the Constitution.
See how far down the rabbit hole you can go.
See how far down the rabbit hole you'll fall. Because I know how far I'm falling and still falling.
It's a long rabbit hole.
Yeah, and realizing how dirty they really are. I mean, we're not talking just big pharma. We're not talking just big tech. We're not just talking politics. It goes deeper. If you're on Rumble, now those of you who are on Rumble will understand what I'm talking about. Those of you who are not on Rumble, please go get Rumble. Please go get Rumble. Go get Discord. I recommend these highly because I use them. They're really nice secured networks. I love them. They're pretty well maintained. And they're not just right wing. They're not just left wing. They're not just center. They're an open platform for people to get the real truth out there. Because again, I don't trust corporate media. I don't in any way, shape, or form. That information that you're being fed to is being fed to
so many different
FBI,
filters.
CIA, one of the alphabet people. So you need to go do your due diligence and go look. We're in a society, and again, I was there before cell phones, y'all. So yeah, please excuse me while I'm still tripping on these wonderful technologies that we're going through in this time and age, because I enjoy the hell out of it.
We're in an information age. If you want to know anything about anything, you can figure it out.
Go meet somebody on the other side of the world that's going to show you exactly in real time what is going on. Do not let them lie anymore. I mean, you don't believe me? Go look at the NFL. Come on, y'all been catching them as much as we have. It's turned into WWF. Y'all knew that was fake. We're going, still enjoyed it. So, hey, come on. Again, I'm one of those old enough that, yeah, dating my age.
Yeah, you WWF. It was me. It was Monday Night Raw, and Friday Night SmackDown.
Yeah, there
Tuesday night
you go.
ECW.
Yeah, so yeah, there you go. I mean, come on, y'all. We're going to show our age. Come show your age with us. Again, look, I've been involved in a couple of projects before we started this one. So is this young gentleman sitting next to me.
Yeah, we were out with the People's Convoy.
Right. This is what started this convoy. This is what started this awakening for us in this process that we want to share with you. When we started with the People's Convoy, I, for one, was not aware of nothing. And I didn't start with them until they got to Maryland the first time. Until they got to Hagerstown the first time.
That's when I got with them.
Yeah, so we all understand how this journey began for me. In the course of them leaving Hagerstown and going back to Sacramento, to Valley in Sacramento, I was part of that. I was their cook. My average was cooking for 300 people a day, 2 times a day. Now, when we first started that journey, that was on 4 24-inch charcoal grills. When that journey ended, because of the wonderful blessings that happened during that journey, I ended on a professional tow behind smoker. Loved it. Had a wonderful journey.
Amazing smoker.
Go back and please look at those videos, because I mean, yeah.
I know Grey Wolf's probably got a few videos up on his page.
Yeah, on his page as well. Again, and when we talk Grey Wolf, we're talking about Grey. And make sure you spell that correctly. Grey wolf.com. Good brother, please go research him. He's on Twitter as well. I am too as well. We're just setting up, letting everybody know what's going on. We'll post links as we get them together and link them up to all of this. So if you're in the beginning of the journey, please excuse us so you all understand that we're just starting this. Normally we have a crew that does this, or it's already been set up before we get into this. This is new territory for me. Thank you again to the Wolfpack for initiating me into this. I love you guys for that. And those of you that are in the Wolfpack, know who you are, thank you.
Yes, thank you.
So we're going to end this first one. We'll post another one later. We still got some things to do. As you can see, we're burning daylight, but we did choose a beautiful backdrop for y'all to pay attention to. I mean, it is a beautiful day here.
And there's tons of surfers out here today.
There's lots of surfers out here. It's beautiful. Come find us, have a sesh.
We're not scary people.
Yeah, we're not scary people. Come meet new ones. Let's make new friends. That's what the journey's about. Come join us.
There's a few billion people on this planet. You can always meet someone new every day.
And there's more people in California than there is anywhere else. Come join us. Come find us. Let's have a good time. I dare you. I double dog dare you. Because I don't think you got the nuts to do it.
I don't either.
Come find us. Have a good time. All right, go ahead and kill it.
See you on the next one.
Yep.